This was the first decision I made in Project Zomboid, and it turned out to be a pretty bad one. By the afternoon, I was being chased across half of Rosewood. Then I finally found a car, but it was completely out of gas. So I went to go fill it up, and somehow made things even worse. After everything, a slice of pizza became the best part of my day. This is how I survived my first day in the apocalypse. Now, I'd never played Project Zomboid before, but from everything I'd heard, this game doesn't exactly forgive mistakes. So for my first day, I kept my goals simple. Find food, find a weapon, and lastly find some medicine. For my first house, I found a little of all three. It wasn't much, but it was enough to get moving. Stepping out into the fog, I realized I couldn't see much of anything. That meant whatever was lurking around out here would see me long before I saw it. With that in mind, I decided to make my way into the neighbor's house. After looting the house, I didn't really see much of anything. I took a claw hammer and a screwdriver and went to go check the garage.
NANI?!
After being crept up on, I decided protection was the most important thing for now. I thought I might find a weapon in here. Again? Really? I'm starting to notice a pattern here. The garage was full of tools. I took most of them just in case. I took some leather gloves, and then found the key to a car. I had noticed one outside of the garage, so I wanted to see if it would fit. Sure enough, it did. Now the only question I had was if it would crank. Come on. Awesome. With a new car and high hopes, I headed for the police station. If there was one place in Rosewood worth risking my life for, it was the police station. If I could leave with a decent weapon, the rest of the day might actually be survivable. The only problem? Apparently half of Rosewood had the same idea. Of course. It's locked. I guess we'll just have to bust it down. Dude, can you not give me like 10 seconds? I wasn't exactly making a subtle entrance, but if there are any weapons in here, I had to get my hands on them. A comb, a lighter, I'll take that. Nightstick, that's not too bad. Honestly though, I was expecting a little more from a police station, you know? At least these officers kept their fridge stocked. I'll take that hot dog any day of the week. That's where the good stuff is. Now I just needed a way inside. So I went back outside and started thinning the herd. After looting a couple of zombies that I had killed, I found something that would change everything. A key to the police station. I wonder if it fits that door. No way. Look at all these guns. For the first time all day, I felt prepared. With enough ammo, enough weapons, and enough confidence, it felt like I could handle anything. Luckily, I was alright. But I wasn't hunting zombies anymore. They were hunting me. I needed to find somewhere to make a new plan. At this point, I wasn't looking for the perfect base. I just needed somewhere I could survive the night. Let's get this place cleared out. That's probably not a good sign. Busted back door. Hopefully the neighbors had better luck. Much better. I snacked on an apple and then took a look around. I don't want to spend very long here because I've got bigger fish to fry. I'll go ahead and put my rifle down on the table. Perfect. I wish these guys would just let me be. Now, I'd only made one mistake. I left behind most of my ammo at the police station. So, against my better judgment, I went back. Alright, I want to be in and out. I'll take all this ammo. Let's get out of here. Hop through the window. And over the fence. Seriously? Alright, round back it is, I guess. You know what? I bet one of these cars would do better than my current one. Let's try this one. Out of gas. Damn it. Hurry. Please start. Alright, I'll take it. If I wanted to keep moving, I needed fuel. I knew the gas station would be dangerous. I just didn't expect the entire town to be waiting for me. Sick, I leveled up my reloading. After that, I took out a few more zombies. However, I was starting to feel the effects of all the fighting. I was overheated, I was tired, and I was dehydrated. Yet again, I had run out of ammo, and there were still just too many to take on. Sometimes, surviving just means knowing when to leave. And honestly, I really wanted some food. A hot meal sounded a whole lot better than another fight. So I got back in the car and just kept driving. I figured if the gas station wasn't going to save me, maybe somewhere else would. Then, just up the road, I saw it. A pizza place. It wasn't exactly the feast I'd been imagining, but at this point I'd take just about anything. The parking lot looked surprisingly quiet, which should have been my first warning. Of course. I was definitely still feeling that last fight. That one was on me. Thankfully it was just a laceration, but I still need to get it bandaged up. After everything today, I think I've earned this. You've got to be kidding me, dude. Can I just eat one slice of pizza in peace? Alright, man. Let's just get out of here. I want to go home anyways. Please just let this one work. My van is just way too slow. Plus, it's almost out of gas. The key's already in it? You have no idea how happy that makes me. For the first time all day, something actually went right. I decided to head home and finally get this day over with. Home sweet home. Another one? I don't think I've ever been so tired. I don't have the energy for this.
2,000 years later.
Alright, let's get back inside. I want to get this cleaned up. Today's done enough damage. Okay. Alright, I've definitely earned this slice. Anyways, I think that's enough for day one. Tomorrow, I'm clearing out that gas station.